Yo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one just as much as I did. You can tell I missed you guys. For real. I mean, what was it, 2 weeks gone? And the raining, I came back, it was raining for like 3 days or 2 days straight, and today everything just looked beautiful and green. And I just, I was like, what am I going to play today? And I texted a very, very close friend. She was like, you know what, just play that chill shit. And that's what we did, and it worked out. So, thank you guys for rocking out. And, yeah, man, it just looks beautiful outside. It's all nice and cool and stuff. I've been actually sleeping, so it feels all good, But, yeah, you're listening to Syndicate Radio here on another Thursday. And we got the house packed in here. It's kind of getting a little bit hot, but we're still good. Got Nikki P.
What up?
Justin Muzak. And our guest for today, King.
What up, man?
What up, yo?
What's up? How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
Yes. Amazing set, by the way.
Thank you. I saw you vibing out to that one, my dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just music, it was kind of getting into a little of a little pit, when I was gone. Yeah. Came back and everything just worked out beautifully today.
Glad to have you back.
Hell yeah. Glad to be back.
Good art, bro.
Thank you.
How was your break, Kent?
My break sucked ass.
Why? It was your birthday.
Yeah, but you know what? It's just a lot of stuff happened while I was gone, and which sucked because it kind of made me feel like I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be back home to, to handle certain situations that happened, but I had to be with the family.
Hey, that break started off good though with that party.
Yeah, it did. Well, it started good at the party.
True.
And then once I got home with drunken sister, not so much. All right, like, and this girl, I know she listening. Baby girl, I love you, okay? But you was a fool. All right, let me explain something that happened at that party. So she shows up, kind of at the beginning of the whole thing, and I'm like, hey, it's your birthday today, because it was her birthday, and I'm like, well, just kick it with me here. All right, cool. And then somebody came over with a brand new fresh bottle of Sailor Jerry. And as soon as I saw him walk up and go, here's a fresh bottle, and he opened it, I'm like, it's a wrap. And then I'm like, well, fuck it. It's my sister's birthday. Here you go. Take a shot. I turn around, I'm DJing, doing my thing, looking at the girl with the white pants.
Oh, yeah. Always the one with the white pants.
One with the white pants, right? And I'm just, chilling, playing all the songs, just grooving and stuff. I go back, to take another shot with my sister. So, boom, 3 shots in, right? She kind of goes away. So then she comes back, and I'm like, here, have another one. And then this dude over here goes, no. What the fuck you mean? No, it's her birthday. And I'm like, why? Here, it's her like 3rd shot or something. He's like, and she's like, no, this is my 7th. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even have time to get that drunk,
Yeah.
And she was just enjoying it. She had a great time, a great time. But it sucked when we got home because she did not tell my dad that she was at the party, right? And because I saw how she was kind of getting a little woo-hoo. I'm like, give me your phone. I don't want you drunk texting nobody. Yeah. Give me your phone. I took the phone, and he started hitting her. My dad started calling her. No answer. Started calling me. I'm not gonna answer. So he texted me, where is she? Oh, she's here with me. He didn't text back. Right. I was like, all right, cool. He fell asleep, and I started processing. Shit, that means he's awake. This is already like 3:30 in the morning, so he's already pissed off. We get home, right? I'm taking all this stuff out of Paul's truck, and I look at my sister's room, the door or the through the window, right? It's all lit up, but she's not in there. That means they're inside the living room. Lo and behold, they're inside the living room. My sister's talking up a storm, slurring every word from Sunday. And I'm just walking in there, like in my mind, I'm going like, dude, shut the fuck up. Stop talking. But she wouldn't get it. I'm like, stop. And she's just like sitting there doing this shit in front of me. And, she's daddy's, little girl. That's the first time that's ever happened. So obviously my dad's going to be crushed. It was his birthday the day before. It's my dad and then my sister. So he was really pissed, and I had something else to go handle that later that night too. So it was just bad. And I think that started off the break kind of messed up. I had a week to work with my dad, and he wouldn't talk to me. He was just pissed off, you know. And my sister wakes up the next morning, you know, and she's just like, "Damn, I need breakfast," and she's just looking like shit, right? And she's like, "Is this what a hangover feels like?" I'm like, "You cute as fuck," you know. And it was real dope, you know. I like that she came out and you know and had that experience. Now, I know I'm going off on this a little bit, you know, a little bit too much, but hey, fuck it. I get to work and I tell my boss, look, this is what happened and this and that. And it seemed like everybody, including my family, was cool with it. Like, it was her birthday. She was with you. You know, rather she do it with you than with anybody else. Everyone was, you know, watching her. Everybody was getting a little fucking touchy-feely with my sister. I saw you motherfuckers, but hey, it was all good. I know it was this dude. I know. He was taking selfies.
I was trying to take care of her.
Shit.
I was being responsible.
Hey, shit. I'm just saying, my sister's thirsty on the regular. You get a few drinks. You know, I see
I told you what you told me.
I know. But you know, it's much love, and it was a great weekend. You know, and shout outs to you, baby girl. I know you listening. So yeah, that was that experience. We killed that bottle though.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch it. I'm like, y'all fucking up. That's you guys.
Yep.
Drunk as a fish.
But yeah, man. But it's, you know, that was cool. But sir, we're here to talk about you. All right, King. I asked who's coming, like always. Who's coming? And then they told me, King. Like, fuck, you got royalty coming? And then
It's my name, not my title.
All right, I like that. Okay, cool. So, but I was trying to find, you know, they gave me your website and stuff, but as a disclaimer to everybody, I look for music, or to do my research, I look at your music. I don't look at the tabloids or blogs or anything that you've been doing, Instagram. I get to know people through their music, right? So I try to find you on SoundCloud, but your name is too general. King.
Yeah, I know.
So then, like, a whole bunch of other stuff, and I started listening to something, and I'm like, nah, that don't sound good enough for this guy to just get signed to this label.
Right.
So I'm like, that can't be him. And I started searching. I'm like, you know what? To be honest with you, and I apologize, I got fed up with it. I'm like, I'm just going to have to wait. So I actually have no research done on you. All right? And it's actually refreshing.
Okay.
Because usually, you know, I have everything planned out in my head. This time, I'm coming at you fresh. So you're here to kind of impress me and our listeners.
There it is.
All right? Yeah. But I did catch.
Well, I don't know why you didn't reach out to this guy.
Well, because he's always
MIA.
Shit,
like
and
look,
you text him, he gets back at you 2 days later
You're
talking
right.
about like, what?
You're right.
Fuck you mean what? Read it again.
Yeah.
look. His website clearly had all the info. You could have clicked his SoundCloud, his Twitter.
Did I?
Anything.
You clearly forgot who Kent is.
Like I said.
I forgot.
I said.
Yeah, I did.
I look for you on SoundCloud. Search right on the app. All right? Because usually you'll come up.
That was actually my fault
You
then,
could've
because I should have
clicked
just
a
sent you the
couple of links.
SoundCloud.
Well, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, honestly, and I do that because it is difficult. One-stop shop, kingishiphop.com, and I tell everybody it's got all my links. So you go there.
Right.
And
But this is all right, look, check this out. This is what I got.
that part.
Okay?
I feel it.
I love Apple. But this is a 5-year-old phone. This is not even the 4S.
Whose phone is that?
Siri don't live in here. So I'm not blaming it. I'm trying to explain. I'm not giving you excuses. I'm giving you my best explanation. Okay? When I search on here, and you know, you go to a website, it loads forever. You click on something, the whole thing has a seizure.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna
AKA,
happen.
he's
So-
mentally challenged.
It's just not gonna happen. So I just go straight to the app. You know,
But you have an
This is the
iPad
best-
and a MacBook.
man. You know what? Get off of me already.
If you guys don't want to do kingishiphop.com, that's too hard to remember. King Low End Theory, or, put those two in the, or King Alpha Pup Records,
And
or
he comes up.
my first and last name, King Hinkson. But I think the first two I gave were easier.
Yes.
It's definitely easier. To be honest, I was just being lazy.
I apologize.
I
Oh,
ain't
it's such a-
I apologize.
I ain't even front. But since you brought it up, because that's actually some of the information that I got that I was excited. Alpha Puck.
Pup.
Pup.
Told you we couldn't read.
Alpha Pup. My bad.
And he
Sorry.
wrote it down.
I even put right there like puppy.
Can we get the
Hey, no, but you pronounced it. You pronounced it Puck in my car.
No, I said
On the way
Alpha
over
Pup.
You said Puck.
I can.
It's not about you guys. It's about King. Anyway, Alpha Pup, King.
Yes.
Tell us what's up with that.
It's a label, yeah?
Yeah, it's a label. That's where Flying Lotus got started. And still is on the label. He's got his imprint, Brain Feeder, Gas Lamp Killer, Thundercat, so I'm label mates with those cats now, which is great. Daddy Kev runs the label, and that label and everyone from that label is part of Low End Theory. You know what I'm saying? So you got Gas Lamp Killer, you got No Can Do, whose imprint on Alpha Pup is Hellfire Club. You got DJ Nobody, D Styles, and Daddy Kev, is.
So it's like 20 of you.
Nah,
there's way more.
Man.
If you actually look at the catalog with all the artists, it's probably about like 60 artists on there.
And you just got signed to that, sir?
Yeah.
Just recently? Like how recently?
Like 3 months ago. So
wow.
The
So
day
you fresh on it?
Yeah, I'm fresh on it. And the day I got signed, he gave me Daddy Kev gave me a 3-month deadline to complete the album.
Damn.
How is that?
Yeah.
Have you been on a label before where you've had a deadline for something like that?
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah. But that's not even worth mentioning. So, yeah, bite that.
Yeah.
It was real sus. I can't. So
it wasn't a real like legit.
Nah, it wasn't.
Label kind of a thing.
Nah, it was real sus.
So you feeling obviously great and at home here with these guys?
Oh, you know what? They made me feel at home before they put me on. You feel me? And that's why I'm so overjoyed, because Daddy Kev and everybody there at Low End Theory, they're such good cats. I mean, artisticness aside, and all that they've accomplished aside, they're just good ass people. You know what I mean? Especially Kev. He's somebody that, I look up to, number one. Number two, like I want to emulate and like be like him when I grow up. Like I've seen him handle so many sus situations, and just with the candor, but the coolness. You feel me? Like that's hard to do. That takes skill.
Right.
And he's and not to mention his just artistic prowess. You know what I'm saying? And his business sense. So I got a lot of great praise for like everybody at Low End. Daddy Gas Lamp was the first person I connected with, and he was responsible for getting Daddy Kev's ear on my behalf, because I passed him some stuff, he passed it to Kev, and then Kev got at me. So, shout out to you, Willie, Gas Lamp Killer. Thank you so much.
Dope. So let's get into the first track. It's from the album, right? What's it called? What's the album called?
The album is called Let Flavor Manifest, and it's a double entendre. So Let is Low End Theory. So Let Flavor Manifest, or Low End Theory Flavor Manifest. So you see how it kind of plays both.
That's
and,
dope.
And the album is just basically about my experience at Low End Theory. And I guess after we play the first track, I could tell you kind of how that developed.
You have the tracks in order here.
There's no order. So what do you have up there?
I have the music, the strength.
You know what? Let's play No Can Flow first.
All right. Now, to give you a little bit of the background that happens here too, is because this man is on a label, he had to get cleared for all kinds of little stuff. So we're actually going to give you a snippet of it. Well, unless you're listening live, we're going to let this one ride out.
Yeah, you're going to let it ride out, yeah.
Live. But for the video that you're going to be watching, it's going to be a snippet because, I don't want to get into legal stuff. And that was actually kind of cool because it's like, hey, we got someone legit coming through, they have to, hey, can I do this? Which is kind of the bad side, I guess, sometimes of labels and stuff. You got to be politically correct on a lot of stuff, and definitely something I want to get into after this track, a little bit later with you. The whole industry side of things, because we have a whole bunch of artists that come through, and it's kind of like, well, what's your end game? You want to go mainstream, or are you just doing this on the side? And they can never give you a real answer,
right.
And so, but we'll get into that and all that good stuff.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna load this one up. It's No Can Flow, and this is all you.
That's all me.
All right, cool.
It's all me. Everything you're gonna hear is all me.
All right, so here we go. You listen to Syndicate Radio here. No Can Flow, King. No Can Flow. Dude, that was all over the place.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I thought you was gonna give me some subtle shit. Trying to break my ears?
Yeah.
Wow. Seriously. So, again, I haven't heard you before this, so this is the first. Honestly, this is my first impression of you and stuff.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Thank you. Sir.
You know,
Kid.
it was busy, but I was talking with him about how things clash and stuff, but it was done in an organized way with some kind of structure. Like
There's a method to the madness.
Yeah.
There
but
really is.
It's not. You're not, to me, what I just heard. You're not a producer where you're producing, at least this stuff. You're not producing for, hey, this is for you to flow on.
Right.
This is more of, this is just music.
Yeah. Well, and mind you, I always keep the rapper in mind, especially with my beat tapes. Right. That's what that was about. This is an instrumental album, so I'm just like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
You're doing you.
It's like, you know what? I grew up on jazz. I'm a jazz head before I'm a hip hop head.
All
you
right.
feel me?
Okay.
So like listening to Weather Report and Chick Corea and like,
Damn.
you know,
Chick Corea?
I don't.
Don't
ask me about
Return to
music.
Forever.
You see, come on.
I'm not cultured like that, so just
You need to check that out.
I will.
I see my music as pieces like they created, so, but adapted to a hip hop format. So it's going to take a special MC to be able to suss what I rap, what I produce, which is why that's called No Can Flow. That's actually dedicated to No Can Do, which is what my album's about. Let Flavor Manifest is all about the residents at Low End Theory and my experience. He's the host. No Can Do's the host. I've seen him suss so many like crazy ass beats and just freestyle and kill it.
Right,
Dude, there's
right.
nothing that fool cannot rap on. You feel me? He can rap on anything, and he kills it every time.
Because,
So,
I mean, we have, well, I'm not going to put his name on blast, but we have this one close friend who I feel like he's very versatile too, but sometimes a lot of, like, you had a lot of syncopated triplets in there.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of them. And they were clashing against a lot of things. That's hard for someone to flow on. You have to be like a Twister or something like that. Like, to get on that. And I was like trying to picture, I'm like, man, whoever gets on this is gonna be dope. But those syncopated triplets, it's a bitch. Even to play them.
Yeah.
You know?
You
And
a
to
drummer?
get them lined
Are
up.
you a drummer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's why you know
Yeah,
that part.
Those
That part.
But yeah, man, so we talked about the label.
Yeah.
How difficult, what kind of red tape do you have to go through because of a label? Do you feel like it limit you?
No. Well, I think my case is unique.
How come?
Because you have someone like Daddy Kev who runs the label, and the label was based on, it was started basically for his back catalog of work that, because he produced like a lot of the Project Blowcats and other stuff, the records, and so it was to like release his back catalog of stuff.
Right.
But his homies around him, No Can Do being one of them, No Such Thing being another, were producing stuff. He was digging it. He's like, you know what? Let's put this out on Alpha Pup that I created just to put out my back catalog. And it just started growing from there. So what I'm saying is the base is always been about art. It hasn't been about let's make something hot and make money and da-da-da. But what happened was...
But is that the goal?
What?
To make money?
The goal is to make good art. What I always hear from Kev, which is why I love where I'm at, he's like, make good art. He's not saying, King, make something hot. You know what I'm saying? Make something that people are going to just undeniably want to pay money for. He's saying, make good art.
The rest will come.
The rest will come. And that's always been, it's worked. You see, Flying Lotuses,
yeah.
all they did was make good art.
Man, why can't you give me an artist I can shit on, man? Fuck! Like, everybody who comes in here has the same mentality, like on the dope shit. Make music.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why I vibe with them.
Thank you.
That's why I roll
but
with them.
fuck.
No, what I want to know though is, Okay, a lot of people when they join a label, they're like, "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. They're restricting me too much, whatever."
Yeah, you know that's what
But-
you usually hear on labels.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
do you feel being on a label it has disciplined you in any way, as far as your artistry?
You know what? I think what's cool, and maybe Kev will attest to this, I had the discipline before I came. You know, bachelor's degree, got my master's degree in psychology.
See, the only crazy thing is his hair. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? That's it.
Those things prepare you for deadlines like this.
Correct.
And what I understand, having spoken to people that have worked with Daddy Kev, they're like, dude, he gave you 3 months. That's unique. That means he's really trying to get you in there. So that means something's happening.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
I don't
he
know.
would usually give other artists more?
Yeah, he usually give them, what my understanding is.
Oh, so because he
from-
put a
from what
rush
I've
on
heard,
you.
Yeah, from what I heard from other
Okay.
people, you know, they don't get that close of a deadline. They get a little bit more time to suss and work their shit, you know, out.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
wow.
yeah, so, I mean, that's the feedback I got. So, that when I told them, like, yeah, the deadline's December 1st, they're like, damn. Okay, so there must be some stuff in the works. So, it was like turning in a term paper, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you get 3 months to work on a term paper. You know?
But that didn't phase you at all.
That didn't phase me because I already had the work ethic.
Hey,
Feel me?
how many tracks are on this album?
There are 22 records on the album.
Also, I wanted to know, did you have any of these tracks premeditated, or were they all like within those 3 months?
Oh.
All 22 tracks.
I would say there was about 8 of them that were
Just
I already
snatched
had
in the bag?
I already had the template made for them,
Mm-hmm.
and then the let's subtract whatever, do the math. The rest of them,
Right.
I
For the
had
debut.
for the debut.
Can't do
I
the
had
math.
to- yeah, I had to.
I just had to put him on blast real quick. My bad.
You asshole.
Yeah,
You know I don't
think
fuck with
12,
numbers.
8, 12. That would be
Unless it's money.
anyway. But yeah, the other
14.
12 records I had to just build from the ground up,
So,
and yeah,
So I want to get to know you better. So, all right.
let's do it.
The next one, which one?
You can play the music to strength.
Music strength?
Yeah,
All
that's a crew that I'm involved with. Actually, that was when I first hit the scene. That's who I was heavily involved with at first. You know, Death LA. That's those are the cats that I roll with real heavy. Like we really are doing like a big thing on the scene right now. Collective of artists. My boy Flaco Siete. My boy Alpha MC. Verbs. I don't know if you've heard of Verbs. He runs Bananas. You know, and as a matter of fact, Green Bananas is this Sunday, so I'm performing this Sunday.
We
at Green
get
Bananas.
into
Yeah,
that
we'll-
one.
okay, cool.
We get into that one.
Yeah.
So, but
So
let me
Music
play
to
this
Strength
one.
is the first crew I was involved with.
All right, cool. Well, this is the Music to Strength by King here on Syndicate Radio.
Soul music. Very dynamic. I caught a piano, I don't play a piano. Develop a style for certain sounds. I love symphonic music.
Introduce possibly the most important development in music since the time man originated his first
And that last part make me feel like I'm being transported somewhere.
Twilight Zone. That's how I feel.
Hell yeah. I was about to ask you, how do you feel about all this? You being a producer yourself and having something coming out very soon.
It's refreshing.
Why?
It is so refreshing. That this beat is like top 5 right now, best beats I've heard probably this year. And the reason why I say that is
because he's right next to you.
because not even just that. I'm known to throw salt every now and then. I'm known to do it
Off camera.
off camera, yeah. I'm nice on camera, but outside, you know, I'll be throwing salt. But to be real, what I like about this so far is how you're talking about the low end theory and how you started and everything. And it's so dope that you called this Music and Strength, because that's where you started. And I feel like a debut album is where it's the origin. That has to be the beginning in you telling your story. So, and I do feel from the first one to the second one, it's starting to form that progression, and I think it's just the mixing, the mastering. I think it's sounds
It's on
beautiful.
point, man.
It's on point. And that leads me to one of the questions I wanted to know is who's mixing and mastering your stuff? Is it just you, or is it you got an engineer? Or
Daddy Kev is gonna put his stank on it, bro.
oh,
He's gonna
nice.
touch it with that Midas finger of his.
I think that's awesome because you know, I don't know if a lot of people know Daddy Kev mixed a lot of Flylo's albums, like some of his most famous albums. He did something on Cosmogramma. Did he mix that? Did he mix pretty much all of them up until what? Until the Quiet Comes?
Don't quote me because I'm not sure.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna suss it and be like, yeah, and
Yeah,
then
right.
Be like, King, you don't know your
You
shit,
frontin'.
nigga.
Right.
Yeah, no, so yeah, but
Yeah. So
he was definitely involved
so
with that process.
to be part of that legacy, I feel like Daddy Kev is kind of like a RZA. You know what I'm saying? To add the final touches to his crew and the people he's running with. So that's pretty awesome. You know, shout out to him.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm definitely supporting the whole Alpha Pup, you know, the beat scene movement, you know, trying to get there, you know, especially with my next release.
What you call it? Beat hop.
Beat hop.
That
yeah.
part.
Now,
That
what
part.
I really like is that you can hear, you know, I heard the first one, a whole bunch of stuff happening. This one more simple, variety.
Yeah.
Variety.
Very
You know,
versatile.
again, this is the only second track I've ever heard of this man.
Right.
But already you can hear that variety. You know, I said it last week. I say it every week. You know, I'm tired of hearing the same stuff like your whole album. You know, and this is a little, you know, shout out to, you know, Jay Hurt and Praise. We had them on last week. We just released their videos. One yesterday and one today, right?
Yep.
You know, 2 videos, 2 days. And, you know, Side Pro did their thing on it. Especially on that Jay Hurt one. You know, lyric videos, all kinds of stuff. That thing was sick. I watched it like 20 times already. But
Justin dancing and everything.
yeah.
Turn it up.
Nah, but you know, I think I'll put all of you 3 into that category of versatility and giving me different sounds and stuff like for the first time actually. I don't care if all these other artists that came through are hating. I actually have their music bumping in my car.
That's what's up.
You know, like I have their shit in my car.
Yeah.
You know, and that speaks a lot as a DJ, radio host, whatever you want to say it. Like for me to actually want to listen to your music on a daily, it's pretty dope, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sad that you have to take this USB away from me.
Well, here's the
I'm
thing.
probably going to be like, download.
Here's
Right.
Hey, don't suss me, bro.
Hey,
Don't suss me.
I didn't say that live, did I?
Yeah. But here's what you can do. You know, my beat tapes, kingishiphop.com. All my beat tapes are free. So there's a back catalog of stuff that I've done leading up to this album with the MC in mind, but they're still kind of crazy though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
well, you
So,
can hear
yeah.
that.
That's what I want to know, actually, because I've been around only one producer my whole life, and it's that guy right there,
Yeah.
Justin. He started out, you know, producing more for him when he wanted to rap, and then for rappers, and then now he's been doing the instrumental stuff.
Yeah.
How was that process for you? Was it kind of the same thing, or if you always wanted to do your own just instrumental?
You know what? I didn't know that instrumental like hip hop was a viable like thing
Amen.
until I purchased. Man, I can't even remember the name of the actual project, but it had Flying Lotus on it. It had Sam, which is Flying Lotus, and Sam I Am had Sam I Am on it. It had a bunch of cats on it. I think it came out sometime in like 2007. And this is really before I got the album after I started producing. So, when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is dope. Like instrumental, whatever. And then I heard Low in Theory was cracking. And then I heard of Flying Lotus. And I was like, oh, wait, Flying Lotus is from it. And his shit's popping. Wait. And I remember as soon as it clicked, I just started like making stuff from like old stuff that I had done and just making it instrumental. Like, you know, a beat that I made for a rapper. And then did that. The thing was, I was trying to get rappers to rap on my shit. And there are a lot of people that were feeling my stuff, but they either didn't want to pay, you know what I'm saying, or
Like Justin.
or Or
A
you know,
number of
because my
different-
sound is what it is.
Different.
It's not like, oh, this is that hot shit.
Correct.
You feel me? Like this is what's
They're afraid
popping
to
right
experiment.
now. Yeah, so they're afraid to experiment. So they didn't want to pay because they're trying to, you know, break that glass ceiling. So I was probably one. They would give me credit like, shit, your shit's dope, King. But they go with the dude with the, you know, the super loop.
Correct.
And the easy
Well, because
safe
it's
drums.
exactly because it's easier.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's way easier. It's comfortable. You know, this is where I feel at home. And we had a few. I had a few guys email me personally like, "Hey, check out my stuff. Check out my stuff." And that's what you keep hearing. It's just you're too comfortable.
Right.
You know, and a lot of it. That's why I said about the labels. A lot of it is like, oh, it's because even if it's not a label, but it's maybe like their homie or their manager or whatever it may be. It's kind of like, nah, kid, this is you. You know, putting that artist in that box.
Right.
You know, putting you like this is you. This is who you should be. And it's like,
Right.
an artist is an artist.
Yeah.
You know, and this goes out to everybody out there. Let's separate it. You want to be an artist? You're doing it for the beauty of beauty.
Yeah.
You want to be a rapper and all that stuff and fame? Go this way. I'm not saying this way is better. I fit more on this side.
Yeah.
You know, because money.
Right.
It's to be honest, it's not. A lot of people have told me, "Oh, you just say that shit because you can't make money off of it."
Right.
You know what? You're kind of right. I'm not even gonna front. I can't make $100,000 off of a mix that I do.
Right. Right.
It's just no. I'm not at that level. I'm not that great. You know, but I do it because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of like, well, if you're gonna jump on a label, if you want to do all this stuff, and hey, labels, hit me up. You know, you're putting yourself on that other side of, I want to do this for the money, for the fame, for the girls and all that stuff. And, you know, from what I've seen, it's not all that what it's cracked out to be, you know, because again, you get pigeonholed. Like, this is you. This is what you're going to put out because I said so, because I'm backing you.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what me and Justin were talking about. Like a real label. A real label has that financial backing, but bigger than anything, has the relationships.
Yeah. Oh.
To network.
And that's the thing.
That's everything to me.
That's everything. And that's
as a label, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just because you have the equipment and stuff and you have the mediums to think you could push somebody out and their stuff, nah. You know, you're just doing it because nobody else gave you go ahead, credibility. You're just doing it like, well, if no one else is gonna sign me, that's why there's so many independent labels.
Right.
There's some out there that I've been looking at that I'm like, all right, you guys are on something different. But for all you guys trying to start your own, side labels, is just know the end game, bigger picture.
Yeah.
What's the bigger picture?
Yeah.
You know?
One of the things that I've heard, there's cats that have longevity in the industry.
Right.
Your Dr. Dre's, let's name another
Premier.
one. Your Premiers, exactly. What I've heard from these people is you don't listen to anybody else. You do you and let it come to you. That's what you do. I've heard it so many times from so many successful people. Eric Sermon. You know what I'm saying? These are people that...
Damn, I forgot about that
Yeah.
guy.
But that they've all said the same thing. Like, do you and let it come to you. And that's why it works. That's why they last. Because they're doing them. So they don't have to change.
It's organic.
It's organic. They are what they are. They've already got their support, and it comes. The industry has been based on what they do. Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Pharrell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me?
and because you brought up
Yeah.
Timberland, because he did a pretty dope interview that I just saw, which is different with producers. We had, we always have this guy here. We had Chapter 3. We had Assume and stuff. Assume's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know Assume.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I
I heard.
I'm rocking with him tonight.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Destruct.
What? Yeah, Destruct. A lot of the stuff that I hear now is people just putting 808s,
Right.
a clap,
Right.
some hi-hats,
Right.
call it a day.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like there isn't any real substance. There isn't real any kind of thing like, here, I'm just gonna put this out, and I feel like, we say this so much and we hear it a lot. Attention span now. You have Rick Ross putting out. This is mainstream, but Rick Ross putting out 2 albums within like 3 months of each other. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, I'm
yeah.
still trying to listen to the last one.
Right.
But
right.
yet you have dudes who are giving you reviews on a track that you just put out within a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like again, the same thing. This is going to come back to you. I just heard your stuff.
Yeah.
First impression, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, before I can really like say like, oh yeah, I back him up or do anything, and this isn't anything on you, but just me, how I think music should be, I'm going to listen to it like 5 more times.
Yeah.
Then listen to the other one.
Yeah.
Then come back to it until
Yeah.
I can so you can really hear everything that's going on, especially
Yeah.
with those syncopated triplets. Man. you want to hear them line up right,
Yeah.
So, and I just think that, the whole MC rapper producer thing, it's kind of different, but it's in the same. It's like, don't just put out something to put out. And I feel, as of right now, my first impression it's not like that, and I really like what, if everything that you're telling me is real about that label, they know what to do.
Yeah.
I see it progressing into something bigger than what it already is, which it doesn't sound like any small time stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm excited about that, but I also heard that you have, they threw this word at me, Synergy.
Yes, Synergy is my show. I have a residency at the Airliner. I'm one of the
really?
in-house promoters at the Airliner Club, 2914 Broadway in Lincoln Heights.
Yeah,
that's
we were
also where Low End Theory is held every Wednesday. So the past year, starting in February, we've been doing it kind of bi-weekly. And it's really what it is. It's, $2 Miller High Lifes, free fries for 21 and older.
Free
And
fries?
Yeah, brother.
Be there.
Justin, you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Free food.
This man
wake up.
this man has taken me to church. He's about to take me to eat, and he offered me a slot at Synergy. So I'm in 7th heaven right now.
So we in there.
Yeah, we are there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll keep explaining what Synergy is.
So
everybody else knows.
Synergy is basically a platform for people who are good, but are not, don't have quite that bubble yet. No, we let people, come sus who, do have their thing popping, but
It's on
really,
another
really
level.
what it's built on is you're coming to hear good music. Fuck the
hype.
the hype, or you guys are gonna have this guy. What we're trying to build with Synergy is you're gonna get $2 beers, you can get free fries, if you're 21 or up, and you're gonna get good music. So it doesn't matter who's up there.
Is it an
you're
all
gonna
age?
enjoy it. 18 and up.
18
For right
and
now.
up?
For right now.
Oh wow.
Next year we're switching. We're going to Saturdays.
Okay. 21 and up, right?
Once a
Has to
month, 21 and up.
be. Right.
And we're going to be including some of the people that are more seasoned, what I'm saying, got a little bit more traction, and then mix in some of the other cats that are bubbling,
So to bring them up.
to bring them up.
I like
Exactly.
that. Well,
So, yeah.
I mean, not to cut you off, but I really want to get to this last one to
Sure.
kind of get, more full spectrum of you, sir.
Cool.
This last one is brought to you by.
Now that's, you see, it
Well,
says
that's what I got.
it
on
says WT.
there. WT.
Yeah, I'm explaining,
All
which
right.
means working title, which means I haven't come up with a title yet. That's just so that the label knows.
That's that song.
It's that song.
That's that song.
But it's gonna have a different name.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So let's get into it and talk about it after, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
So working title,
Mm-hmm.
still don't know. Here on Syndicate Radio.
King.
LA.
Music.
Strength.
Low end zero.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So that was brought to you. Well, no, I got
Well, brought
working
to you by-
title.
yeah.
Brought to you by for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Chick Corea sample.
Yeah. Yeah. Return to Forever.
Damn. See, you're not just dropping names. You actually you do your research. You know what's up.
I grew up listening to, like I said, I was a jazz kid first. Like
Why?
Everyone's
'Cause of your
influenced-
parents?
Yeah, of course. You know, my parents, my uncles, you know what I'm saying? And this is the music that I was bred on. The reason why I got into hip hop is because I started hearing samples that I knew from the records my mom played. And I was like, oh, I know that record. You know, they sampled this. Oh, I know that record. They sampled this. You know, and I'm like, I know all these. You know what I'm saying? So that's what drew me in. Yeah.
I see that.
Because I wanted to play jazz, but you know, my mom never could afford it. My dad never could afford lessons or anything, and every time I got a guitar or something, it would get broken or stolen. And dude, hip hop was dude. I used to do pause mixes of loops and stuff, you know, off my mom's records, you know, and try and figure it out when I was like 10, 11.
Well, here are my notes, a little post-it notes. I have the name Razkaz.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, Raz, and shout out to Razkaz, you know, Razkazi, dude, blessed me. Like he like sussed a couple of my shows that I do with Destruct, and approached me like a couple of times and was like, dude, you're dope. And then let me know that, hey, I've been checking your stuff out. Nice. You're really dope. Like your beats. He's like, yeah, and like I like the trap shit that you do. You know, and I was like, oh, cool. He's really been checking me out. Because, you know, not a lot of people know me for the trap stuff that I do, you know, which is very minimal. And we finally linked up. He asked, you know, for my number. I gave it to him. He texted me this week and he's like, yo, here's this sample, here's this, you know, record, you know, let's do this as our first collab. You down? And I'm like, yeah, man.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah, I'm down. Yeah, so, you know, working on a record with Razkaz right now. First little collab. So I don't know if he wants me to sing on it. I'm definitely putting the drums together and stuff and producing it. So, and what he means by collab, he might want me to sing on it. So yeah,
That's dope.
But I'm happy about that. So this comes on the heels of turning in the album on Monday. And then boom, he hits me up like the next Tuesday. Like, yo. So
And how is that? Like, Razkaz being somebody who's really well known.
Yeah.
Not only in mainstream, but underground and all that.
Yeah.
For you to, you know, be able to work with somebody like that, like, what does that mean to you as far as your career?
It means the world to me. regardless of like career, just the admiration that I had for Razkaz, you know, listen to him, you know, when I was in high school, you know what I'm saying, middle school. Like I loved how intelligent he was. I loved how he put his raps together, you know, and his cadences. He's a legend in my eyes. And always, you know, thought about like working with him and tried to get in touch with him and tried to get on his blip. But that's it, man. It's a dream come true. And it's funny because I'm prepared for it, and then when I think about it, it's like, dude, I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah.
You know,
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. Well, King, one last time,
Yeah.
shout out any events, projects you got coming out, and where people can find your music.
okay, so kingishiphop.com is where you can find me right now, and then first quarter of next year on Alpha Pup. The album's going to be called Let Flavors Manifest, Low End Theory Flavors Manifest. I'm doing Green Bananas at Midnight Records, which is in Culver City, this Sunday. I am doing, I'm about to go perform with Destruct tonight at the Airliner.
Busy man.
Go on we go on at 12. So
Hey,
you
give
guys got
Destruct our
plenty of
love,
time.
man.
Yeah, we'll do. And I know this one more. Oh, Synergy next Thursday.
So you busy.
Bro.
You
I
busy.
am.
So it's a miracle we got you in here.
Right?
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, an idle mind or idle hands is the devil's playground. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't be fucking with the devil. Feel me?
Devil
you
is
know, so.
alive.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so-
man, it was a pleasure to have you here. You know, once again, I don't get to talk shit about nobody. You know, but
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Of course,
Seriously,
thanks for coming
seriously.
through.
Seriously, you know,
Pleasure, dude.
stay humble, my dude.
Oh, thank you.
Stay humble, because
Yeah.
you know, I think that's the difference between these three last artists that we had. Super humble and super talented. Super talented. You know, and you know, shout outs to all of them and everyone who's, you know, been listening. Shout outs to Gag Order, our network. you know, which they've been nothing but supportive, which is also cool, you know, talking about the whole label stuff, because they don't give us that creative thing like this is what you do. Like they basically say, do you
exactly,
do you, you know, and also Street Chemistry, you know, they've been writing articles left and right and stuff, and just really supporting us and stuff, you know, and all of our fans, you know, liking our page and stuff, and no doubt you have converted some of our fans to you, my dude.
I hope so, man.
All right,
Yeah.
So
thank you guys
again. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Ken. Nick.
I'm gonna Justin over here. He happy because he gets free fries.
Man, and it's
He's stuck on that. He's stuck on that.
I'm in 7th
Oh,
heaven.
y'all need to come next Thursday.
Hey, no,
man.
we gonna be there. We gonna be
sure.
there after the show.
Yeah,
all right?
definitely.
So I'm gonna get back into the mix here since I started playing some deep house stuff, and we're gonna rock out the rest of the night. Thank you so much for listening to us. You listen to Syndicate Radio. Don't go nowhere.